G'day, it's Pete here, and I'm back for all the action from the World Championship final. It has just begun, and it was absolutely wild to begin with. So let's jump in and take a look at what's actually been happening here. I want to actually highlight like 5 or 6 hands from the very first 16 boards here. And it really highlights just what sort of chaos preempting can actually sow. So here on this first board, the other table stopped in 3 no trumps, but here East opened 2 diamonds, which was weak in either major. So they've got one major with a weak hand. And here South doubled, which I believe they were playing it as like sort of a weak no trump or sort of any strong hand afterwards. And here, West with only 2-3 in the majors jumps to the 3 level, which is pass or correct, saying if you've got hearts, let's pass. If you've got spades, let's go to 3 spades. Often when people do this, they've got 3-3 in the majors at minimum, but just raising a preempt can make life so difficult for the opponents here. Now, North, they've got the best hand at the table. They've got a 16 count. So they just started with a double. East bid 3 spades and it came back round to them. So they bid 4 spades, just basically forcing, tell me where you want to go. And East is like, well, I got some clubs. And they said, what about diamonds? And they're like, well, I've got hearts. Because they weren't sure if this is sort of like 2 places to play is maybe what they thought this was. And North-South get to 6 diamonds and they're missing 2 aces here. But when you don't have space, preempts can cause a lot of problems here. So here at the other table, they did preempt, but West only bid 2 hearts. First of all, South didn't double, but West only bid 2 hearts rather than 3 hearts over it. North just bid 2 no and 3 no. So Switzerland get a nice pickup at this first table. The second board I want to talk about here, North opened 2 hearts weak, and South jumped to 3 spades, which I believe was invitational with spades. And here, West actually made a double, which is pretty pushy. They've got 15 points, and East just felt like they had nowhere to go. So they actually passed this, and this made 11 tricks. So big pickup here for Norway. Next board I want to highlight here, another preempt here. East opened 2 diamonds, which was like a good week 2 at this vulnerability. So vulnerable against not, I got a good week 2 in diamonds. And here, West bid 2 no, which was asking. So I was trying to think, were they actually bidding 2 no here because they were genuinely trying to get to a game, or were they just trying to preempt the opponents out? Sometimes you can use 2 no trumps as like fake out sort of bid. Make it look like you're sort of inquiring, make it hard for them to get too excited, but you're just planning on bidding 3 diamonds or maybe even 4 diamonds and stop the opponents bidding 4 spades. And here it worked. They stopped in 3 diamonds, where at the yellow table they got to 4 spades. So at the yellow table, no 2 diamond opening, and North-South had a much easier road to get to 4 spades. The next board, this is only board 9. All of this has happened in the first 9 boards so far, and it doesn't stop. Here, North opens 2 diamonds, weak with 1 major, can be a 5-card suit. And again, South with 3-2 in the majors jumped to the 3 level to take away space, and North corrects to spades. Now, West has a nice, easy takeout double, and East with 5 spades just passed it. And this went for 800. The other table got to 2 spades doubled. Not the way you would usually expect. They didn't open 2 diamonds and have it go like 2 hearts pass or correct, but they passed. And South in 3rd seat, favorable, opened light. So they opened 1 diamond. And went pass and partner bid a spade. And now they elected to pass 1 spade. Now, often when you open light and then just pass partner's response, when it can be a 4-card suit, often you'll be doing that because you actually have 3-card support. So here when it went 1 spade, pass, pass, and West made a takeout double, North thought, hey, I've got good spades, and we probably have a fit here, so competed to 2 spades. And went pass, pass, and West doubled again, and East like, yep, let's get them. So 2 spades doubled versus 3 spades doubled. But this was a pickup for Switzerland because they stopped a level lower. The next one here, board 11, like it just keeps going. It doesn't slow down. West opened a club. North with 12 points, 7-card diamond suit, got in and bid 3 diamonds. And East was just licking their lips here, like ace, queen, jack, 5th diamond, pass, pass, take out, double, or pass, which went for a number. Whereas the other table, South opened 2 spades to begin with, and North-South found their spade fit rather than trying to play in diamonds. So East-West tried 4 hearts, which wasn't a success there. And then the final board from the first stanza didn't include preempts, but it was pretty wild. So check out this auction. Here, it went 1 club opening, and North with 6 hearts just bid 1 heart, vulnerable against North. So they didn't preempt here. And East with their 5-card heart suit with good, like queen, jack, 9, wanted to go after them. So they made a trap pass. So it went pass, pass, West reopened with a double, and it went pass, pass. Now, here at the other table, they just passed 1 heart, and that went for 800. But here they redoubled, which is a rescue redouble. It's saying, let's try and find somewhere else to go. So here, North bid 1 spade, which is an interesting bid. I guess they were just trying to save space. It went double, redouble, and another rescue redouble, saying, I don't like those suits. Basically saying, pick between the minors, and North bid 2 diamonds, which got doubled because they managed to end up in the suit that West actually had the longest in. So here they went for 1100. This was all in the first 12 boards of the final of the World Championships. It was just the most intense start to a final I have ever seen. It calms down a little bit, so let's jump in and look at a board from the second stanza, still with some preamps. But here it went 2 diamonds. Both tables got to 3-0. So here we've got 2 auctions, both people playing 3-0, both people getting a diamond lead. And here I wanted to just highlight the differences here. Here in this auction, North opened week 2 in diamonds. It went double, and South raised with only a 2-card diamond suit. And East-West got to 3-0 trumps. At the other table, here North didn't open 2 diamonds, but they had an uncontested auction to 3-0 trumps. So here, what actually happened when North had opened a week 2 in diamonds, it went a diamond lead and West ducked. They won the continuation. And because South has both the missing aces, you've got time to set up your suits. And while the diamond suit's wide open, you can still make 3-0 trumps here. Now, at the other table here, it went diamond lead. But here, Klikowski actually won the ace of diamonds. They didn't do a hold-up play. So I wanted to talk through a couple of reasons of why they might not have done that. So first of all, North didn't preempt or bid at all. So it doesn't look like diamonds are going to be 6-2 very often. Still, like, you might think it doesn't hurt to do a hold-up play. Why wouldn't you do it? So here, when you've got a 10-9 third diamond, there's a couple of layouts where diamonds are 6-2 where winning the ace can be good, which is if South had like King-Queen Doubleton Diamond or Queen-Jack Doubleton Diamond, the diamond suit would actually be blocked if you win the ace, because if South wins the next diamond, they then need to find an entry to the north hand. So there's a spot where when diamonds are 6-2, here, if you can knock out the correct ace, the blocking of the diamonds can be good. The other reason that you might do this sort of play and not do a hold-up play is that they don't know that your diamond suit's so weak. So here, if you win the ace, it doesn't look like the suit's just going to be running, and it'll be really easy for them to go from there. So that might make them try and look for other places to potentially get tricks. So here, it's a bit of a deceptive play, but also can pick up if the diamond suit's blocked with like on a Doubleton. And you might be thinking on a Doubleton's not that likely, but, well, North didn't preempt. And one of the reasons, if diamonds are 6-2, that they might not preempt is maybe their suit quality's pretty poor. So that's a couple of options for why they might win the ace of diamonds, but unfortunately not today. And here they get to win the diamond, and then here at this stage they're like, oh, are you serious? Didn't work. And yeah, so they went down 2. So pick up here for Norway. So they're catching up some of this deficit that they had from the wild first start. So this was all bought by board 17 of the final. The final board that I want to show you here is a Grand Slam. So here, East-West bid to 7 spades. And looking at this, you've got a heart loser, which you want to try and trump. And you've also got a club loser that you can maybe throw on diamonds is the general strategy here. So here, 7 spades looks like a really good contract. At the other table, they actually got to 7 no trumps. And if you look at all your winners, you've got 6 spades, you've got 2 hearts, you've got 2 diamonds, and you've got 2 clubs. You've got 12 tricks. You need to find a 13th trick. Now, often the opening lead might give away a trick. Like if they let a heart, that would be your 13th trick. If they let a club, that would finesse clubs. You do have a 2-way club finesse. If they let a diamond, it doesn't pick up the diamonds as such, but it sort of helps a bit. But here, they just chose a passive spade lead. And East-West have to work really hard to make this. I did want to talk a bit about how they got to 7 no rather than 7 spades. So here, West opened 2 no trumps. They did lots of artificial bidding, but it's worth noting that East is the one that's taking control here. Whereas on this one, West opened 2 no trumps, and then they're the one that's actually taking control and bidding 7. So West can actually see that they've got this shortage here and that they might be able to trump something in hearts. Whereas East, all they know is West is this balanced hand, and they don't know that partner actually has any roughing values. You'd need them to have a short heart or a short club to actually gain anything there. And you're probably more worried about a suit just breaking to void and the opponent's getting a rough on the opening lead. Not the case here, but they played in 7 no trumps. So can they find the queen? So here they win the spade and they start by running the spades here and getting some discards. So at this stage, they then take the diamonds, and they haven't gotten a great deal of information yet. They still have to work out who to play for what, but they cashed a heart and another heart. And at this stage, South showed out in hearts. And what that actually means is South only discarded 1 heart. Now North, now they know North started with 6 hearts and also 3 spades. So when you've got this 2-way guess here, it's really important to try and count what sort of shape you know about their hand. So again, if we recap here, they got a spade lead and they see South show out in spades. So if this was the only thing to go on, you'd be thinking, okay, North's longer in spades, therefore South's probably longer in clubs. Let's play South for the club queen. But they get lots of discards and they'll be watching it to try and work out what the shape is here. Okay. And it's not so much the discards, but it's when someone shows out in a suit. So here they don't see anyone show out in diamonds, so they don't know who's got what length in diamonds. But when they take 2 rounds of hearts and here South shows out, now they know that South started with 2 hearts and 1 spade, makes them a huge favorite to actually have the length in clubs. So now they played a club over to the ace and a club back. So they found the queen, but that would be a nerve-wracking play. Okay, we're in the final of the World Championship. Let's find the queen in the Grand Slam. But yeah, lots of excitement. We're only halfway through the final here. Lots more to come, but let's check out the results. So here, Switzerland are up 20 imps at the halfway point in the Bermuda Bowl. In the bronze medal match, Italy is up 25 imps. I've only got 1 stanza left for the bronze medal match. Here in the Venice Cup, the women's, Israel is storming ahead. They're 151 to 73. And in the bronze medal match, it looks like China's probably got this all settled with only 1 to go, 143 to 82. So strong performance there by China in the bronze medal there. In the seniors, the Diorsi Trophy. Here by 21 imps, USA won over Denmark, and USA 2 is leading by 13 with 1 to play in the bronze medal match. In the mixed teams, the Wuhan Cup, France has started really well, 117 to 65, and Romania is beating up Belgium 108 to 56 with 1 to go there. And then also in the transnational, slow horses beat Nottenbelt, and Amistad beat Bar. So for the final of the transnational, we have Amistad versus slow horses there. So thanks all for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for the final day of the World Championship.